I have the immense pleasure. I've unmuted John. So John, you will be able to speak immediately. But I first want to quickly present you because for everyone here, this is a huge honor for myself because I've never actually really seen John on stage, okay? And that's the first time for me really to see him speaking like this. I've watched him on, the videos, just saw another video last week, that speech he gave in Dubai when we were all in Dubai. And he's a legend, okay? John is one of these people that is a living legend for the company. He has built the story for Juice Plus. He has actually built the business in Europe, okay? And he has been mentored by another legend of this company. So it's a real honor to have John here tonight with us, to be listening to him. He has everything he will be saying. I hope you have something to note. You need to write down everything he's gonna say, okay? You have to write it down. And so I want to give the stage to John.
Thank you. First of all, I'm so sorry. I swear to God, I've been doing this business 10 years. I have never known anything so crazy in all my life. I mean, I have been doing calls since 7 a.m. this morning. And I have another one at 8 p.m. tonight. I had 20 minutes to do my workout. That's why I look like a beetroot. I did my workout. I then jumped on the Team USA call and then straight to this one. So I apologize for being late. For those of you that don't know me, my name's John Holowaty. I have been involved with this company since 2009. Do I need to slow down for the translator or are we okay?
No, I think it's fine, but I'm not sharing the screen, right? No, it's fine.
No,
Everybody sees. So just that you know, Paul, maybe John, just to know. So this is the setup of the English version. So we have a French Zoom in parallel with Hannah Desmarais who's translating, okay? And we have around 400 people on the other call. So you have an audience tonight of nearly 600 people up to now. Okay. So, and she will be translating me and you. So, but she's great in that. She's absolutely great.
Okay, perfect. So before I get the questions, I will just share my story. I got started in 2009. I was looking for a plan B, which is quite interesting given what is going on right now. A plan B was a great idea back then. And I know we've got some other legends in the business on the call tonight, and I'm sure a plan B was a great idea for them when they joined. So I think a plan B has always been a good idea. But I was a burnt out fitness trainer. I fell in love with the fitness industry, but my body didn't. And I had to start at 6:30 every single morning. I had to finish at 10 o'clock in the evening. I was working weekends. And when you've got your own business, you put everybody else before you. You put your clients before you, you put your business before you, and then you go home and you put your family before you. You are the last person that you look after. And even though I knew what I should be doing, it was almost like I had created this runaway train that I had to steer, but I couldn't slow down. And I needed to find something else. I thought becoming a teacher was the answer because that was more regular income, but a more structured program. So I did a little bit of teaching at the college in sports science, and that wasn't the answer. It just wasn't for me. The money was rubbish, to be honest with you. And by the time you'd done all the paperwork, there wasn't really much time left either. And I just stumbled across this product and I thought, wow, I need the product for my health. Maybe this will stop me from having naps in the car in the afternoon. Because when I was a trainer, I would always have a gap between like 1 o'clock and 3 p.m. And then it would get really busy again. So I would always have my car really close to my gym and I would run across, I would get in the car. It was usually freezing because I'm from Manchester in the Northwest. And I would put the heating on in the car and I would get really settled and have a power hour. And then when I started taking the capsules, I didn't need that anymore. So that kind of gave me my energy. And then the business model was just wow. I mean, why have I only just heard about this now? This is insane. The first thing was, why have I only just heard about it? And then why isn't everybody doing this? Like, everybody in the world needs a health product as good as ours. Everybody in the world needs a plan B. And this was back 2009. I saw it. I just thought, this is unbelievable. I mean, what do people not understand? The big money or the free time, the fruits and vegetables or the capsule. Those were the only things that they couldn't understand. Which one was it? So once you'd shared the product with them, it should have been easy. Once you shared the business opportunity with them, it should have been easy. But it wasn't. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have a system. We didn't have a plan. The stuff that the company were telling us to do didn't work because it was old school networking business. And the sales in England were pretty much zero. I mean, there was a core group of leaders that were doing well, but there hadn't been an NMD in England for 10 years. Think about that. So it's almost a sleeping giant, and with a population of 60 million people. So when we got hold of this, we tried. And one thing, that I would say is, you only fail if you quit. You know, this is a game. It's like playing Lego. You're trying to build the castle. You're trying to build Disneyland out of Lego, right? And that works, and that works, and that doesn't work. So we get rid of that. And that's what we did. Now, remember, there was no Zoom call in 2009. It didn't exist. There was no Instagram in 2009. There was no Facebook in 2009. There was no Lyft in 2009. There was no shakes like this. There was complete in a tin. When you ordered it, it looked like you'd got a tin of paint, not complete. People were thinking, what the hell have I bought here? This is ridiculous. But what happened was, we created something within my gym and within my boot camp with one of my team, Katie, and she took it online. She started to use Facebook as an online advertiser. And then the thing that I did was, I brought this community together of people being part of something. And it was almost like an online health club that people joined. And it didn't matter that the complete was in a terrible tin. We sold out. The company couldn't make it fast enough. So just a few little changes, testing things. And I went from earning 200 euros a month to earning 500 euros a month, to getting to a point where I was earning 1,000 euros a month. And I just remember thinking, this is crazy. Like, there's so many more people that we can go and speak to about this. Like, we were doing maybe 1,000 new customers a month. And the population of the UK is 60 million. And when Wembley Stadium is full, the whole of England is still full. England isn't deserted when there's 80,000 people in Wembley. So if you put 80,000 people in Wembley, not all of them are on our products. So every time I saw a football stadium full, when it was the Champions League every Tuesday and Wednesday night, I was going, they're not on the product. They're not on the product. They're not on the product. 50,000 PSG fans, 80,000 Barcelona fans. You know, that was how I saw it. I just thought, this is crazy. And then the other concept that I had in my mind was this. Every time I earned 1,000 euros a month, that was like owning an apartment in a city and getting rental income. So every time I hit 1,000 euros, in my mind, I had an imaginary apartment. Because who as a personal trainer can keep buying apartments to then rent out? They don't have that income. You don't have 100,000 euros to buy this stuff. So my concept was, every 1,000 euros is another apartment, residual income, making money while you sleep. Build a business in Australia, wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, and you've got $1 million smile because you've just been making money while you're asleep, right? Unbelievable concept. So I just kept putting energy in. And in 2013, I signed up in 2009. It took me all that time to get to NMD. So if you feel like you're stuck, just keep going and you will find the answer. That's probably another call. I'd need an hour to tell you about that one. Maybe you can get me on in 90 days or something. But we went for it, and when we got momentum, and if you're having momentum now, I will give you one piece of advice. Block out all distractions. Put on the blinkers like the horses wear. Yeah, the blinkers. Don't look left, don't look right, don't watch the news, and just work your butt off like you have never worked before, because you will generate so much momentum, you will not know what to do with it. It just starts coming to you. Messages, calls, posts. I mean, I'm approving people in our group all the time. My thumbs are like, they're automatic now, right? It's just approve, 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 right? And you know this, like Eddie's on the call. He's had the same thing with his business, just compounding, compounding. And this is what happened to us in 2013. I hit National Marketing Director in March, 7 years ago. The company flew us to Los Angeles. We went on stage in America. It was just incredible experience. And that was when I made the decision that this is going to be my full-time life, not my career. This is going to be my full-time life. And I met incredible people that have been doing this 30 years. One guy that had sailed around the world with his whole family, thanks to this business. Every time he stopped off at a new country, he would log on and do a call. Now remember, 2013, Zoom didn't exist. Instagram didn't exist, right? So this is still like old school, even though it was only 7 years ago. October 2013, Nice convention. I went presidential marketing director, 100 Club. We filmed an amazing video. You've probably seen it. It's online. If you put in the Gem Y movie, it still brings a smile and a glimmer of light to my heart when I watched that video, because it was like the first Champions League, right? It was like that time was like winning your first title. And remember, I've never really had much success in my life. I've just done okay. You know, I've never been the number one at anything. And I never really wanted to be. It was never an ambition for me. But this business gave me an opportunity to kind of believe in myself more than ever. And the people around me were building me up, and the support was incredible. And you know what? I was on stage as a new PMD in Nice, and we got in trouble for spraying champagne everywhere. Like, some people were going crazy. They were like, who are these English hooligans that have hijacked the convention? They have to be from Manchester. They must be from Manchester. And we were. And it was just mind-blowing. It was so much fun. And my number one rule in this business is have fun. If you're not having fun, then what are you doing? And then from there, we started to grow. It just went through the roof. I feel that same momentum now. I feel that same excitement coming. The problem back then was we went through this massive unsustainable growth, but the company was not ready. They were just, and it was not their fault. They couldn't be ready. They were never to expect that this would happen. And then social media started to make it faster. Social media started to make it stronger. And in 2014, I went on stage in Barcelona as the #1 income earner at the time in Europe. I had, in my pay line, this is how crazy it got. In my pay line, I was 898 club in one number, not like someone who's got 3 or 4 numbers. It was just one number, 898 clubs in one pay line. I'm not back there yet, but I know it's coming. Trust me. This is the second chance for me, so I ain't messing it up. And my goal was 1,000 club within my pay line. I tried so hard to get it. And they gave, our CEO at the time gave a check for 25,000. He did a bet with me. He said, if you can get to 1,000 club for Barcelona, we'll give you a check for charity for $25,000. And they were amazing. The company honored it, even though I missed it by a few, what is it, 100 and something clubs. I just missed it, but the company honored the check, and that's the company that we're with. So it was amazing. And then after that, things started to go wrong. So there's always one thing that I can promise you in life. There will be great times and there will be tough times. And the company wasn't ready. There was no office. Nobody was answering the phone. People weren't getting paid on time. Products weren't arriving on time. And everybody was like, I knew it wouldn't last forever. Because when I started, people said to me this. They said, it'll never work. So I proved them wrong. I made it work. Then they said, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, enjoy it while it lasts. And then it'll disappear, right? So then when it started to fall down a bit, I was like, these people might be right. No, they're not right. I cannot let these fuckers be right. No chance. There is no way I am letting these guys be right. So I went to work even harder through the tough times. You have to work through the tough times. And I would not let anybody defeat me in my business. No way. I went through brick walls to keep my business where it was through these really bad times. And there were bad articles online. There was bloggers. There was TV shows. You name it, we had it all. And we just kept the faith. And that's one thing I will say, guys, is keep the faith and you will come through whatever challenges. And you know what? My check dropped, but then it plateaued and it never dropped below a certain number. I'm not going to give you the number because it's an income claim, but it never dropped below a number that was what I earned in a year as a personal trainer. I was getting every single month. Imagine getting your whole yearly salary in your normal job every month. So even though it dropped, I was still like, wow, hallelujah. Even if this stays like this forever, I am set for life, right? I have got time, I've got money, the people that I care about are looked after. I've bought my own house now. I've got a holiday home in Thailand. I have an apartment in Dubai. I'm in the Canary Islands at the minute. I'm about to buy a villa here when the property market crashes. Like, you can live your dreams with this company and you've got cash in the bank, money to spend when the time is right. Okay, cash is king. Look after your cash. When the opportunity comes, bam, you pounce, right? You're in there. So that was it for me. And I've been waiting and I've been building and I've been doing my best. I had some amazing success in Finland. We exploded over there. But then again, the same thing happened. Negativity, a blogger, the company wasn't ready for Finland explosion. And it dropped a little bit, but my girl Saya over there, who used to live in France, by the way, she used to live in Monte Carlo, amazing lady. She stayed in like a rhino. That's why we call Team Rhino. She stuck with it like a rhino. She had the thick skin. And don't get me wrong, through the tough times, there were some incredible times. The company were amazing at supporting us. They never let us down. They were growing as we were growing. We were making mistakes as leaders. The company were making mistakes as well because it was new for them. And there's a great word in this business. It's called forgiveness and acceptance. And you have to accept where you're at. And you have to accept that there are going to be hurricanes that will come and they will maybe blow the roof off your house. But that doesn't mean that you smash up your house and go and build a new house. What you do is you just build a stronger roof on your house. So that's what we did. And we stayed loyal, we stayed committed. For me, there is not another company like this on the planet. There's a saying in football, and I'm sorry to keep going back to football, but they say this in England: when you leave Liverpool or Manchester United, you cannot move up, okay? You can only move sideways or down, okay? So you could go to Barcelona, you could go to PSG, you could go to Juventus, but you cannot go above, because these are all the top companies, okay? These are all the top football teams. So the only way is sideways or the only way is down. For me, with Juice Plus, I don't believe that there is a sideways option. The only way is down if you leave here. There is nothing better than this. If there was, I would have found it. There isn't. I don't even need to look. Fruits and vegetables, people take it every single day. A risk-free business opportunity, no stock, no investment. The only thing you have to invest is your time and your energy. Anybody can sign up. No background, you don't need anything. Any religion, any race, any culture, it is an open business for anybody, and you can change lives. And the best thing about it is we get to take people from zero to hero. They are all heroes, but they don't know it yet. We get to do that and rip open their t-shirt, and they see the Superman in themselves, and they go, holy shit, I didn't even know that I had this. That's what my mentor, Alex, did to me. He brought out my superhero. He said, there is the real you. Let me help you come out of your shell. And yeah, we got no's. We got a lot of no's. We had a lot of negativity, but we were rhinos. We were thick-skinned. We were on the charge. Nobody was getting in our way. And you know what? We have come through that. And I've been waiting for a moment like this. And I cannot tell you what is going to happen for you guys. I've seen it before, and now I know the company is ready. I am so proud of the company right now. It makes me emotional. It actually gives me goosebumps, because all those people that left what they thought was the sinking ship are going to get a surprise. And what is going to happen in this next 18 months is going to change all your lives. If you do something with it, you have to have the courage to do something with it. Don't be lazy. Don't think it will happen for you. You have to make it happen. Just because you are skiing downhill doesn't mean that it's easy, right? What happens when you ski downhill? Your legs burn because you're holding the position. Your ass starts to hurt because you're squatting. Skiing downhill still isn't easy. There's bumps, but we are skiing downhill right now. We have been skiing uphill for probably 3 years. But I promise you guys, if you get lined up, if you put your blinkers on, if you work harder than you've ever worked, you will transform not only your life, not only your family's life, but your team's life. You know, what is the point in climbing up to Mount Everest and being there on your own? With no one, nobody to celebrate with, no one to hug, no one to kiss, no one to give a high five, no one to spray with champagne. It is the best when we all win together. The corporate team win, the partners win, our team members win. Everybody wins in this team. Everybody wins in this business. And we're ready, guys. I'm so proud of the corporate company, how quick they have been. This coronavirus, we have taken advantage in a positive way to help so many people change their lives. We were that quick, it's almost as if we knew it was coming. And maybe we did know, but we didn't know it was going to be this. Maybe we've all been waiting for this moment to say, I told you so. What about this as a plan B? I'm doing calls with people now that would never have looked at this business before. But some people need a wake-up call in life, and the whole world has had a wake-up call. The whole world. Everybody in the planet is looking at immune system and health. They never did that before. People only thought about health when they got sick and when they got old, because they wanted to live longer. Now young people are thinking, you know what? Maybe I should do something with my health. Everybody in the world is stuck inside getting fat, all right? They're getting what I don't know how this will translate, but we call them the love handles on the side of the side of the belly. In England, we are calling them the lockdown love handles, all right? Who's got lockdown love handles? Who's eating every day because you're so bored, watching movies, drinking too much beer, and not exercising enough? They're going to need this stuff to stay healthy, to keep them at a good weight, and then get ready for the beach when the doors open. So the product is working in all areas. The capsules for health, the capsules for immune system, the shakes for the weight management. And then you've got everybody who's looking for a plan B right now. Everyone's thinking, you know what? I thought I had a business that was secure. And it's not. I thought I had a job that was going to be my life forever. And it's not. And then you're going to get some other people that go, I fucking hate my job. I hate my job. And this has made me wake up and realize that I hate my life, actually. I hate my job and I am not doing this anymore. I'm going to follow my passion and I'm going to find something that I love. And they will find you. You have to meet them in the middle. Go and find people that have realized they don't want a normal job anymore. They want to do this: travel the world, make more friends, help more people, unlimited income, massive growth as a person, global business. We've got an opportunity everywhere. Here's the other cool thing. Everybody is at home. The number one excuse that you get is, I don't have time. Everyone's got time, all right? Everyone had time anyway, but everyone's got time now. The fourth thing that I'll tell you, and this is good. Who's ever tried to get someone on a Zoom call and they couldn't log in because they didn't know how to work it? Show of hands. They're like, I can't hear anything. I can't connect. Now the whole world has been trained how to use Zoom. I'm like, thank you. This is unbelievable. Even my gran knows how to use Zoom now. People are signing up to social media to stay connected. The whole world has been trained. The coronavirus has trained the whole world to think about health, and it's trained the whole world to be a social media person. Everybody's gone virtual. So guys, I've never been more excited than I am to take you back to my story. I went full-time in 2014. It's been amazing for me. I really believe that we're on the cusp of something incredible. Money isn't everything to me. I'm not actually excited by the money. I've not looked at my pay line for probably 7 months. I don't really go on my virtual office. I'm not interested in the numbers. I never have been. I'm interested in the people, and I want to help them build people. Numbers bores me, but I know when we're winning, and I feel it and I see it with the activity. And what excites me more than anything is the new people that we get to work with, because they all had a dream like we did when we started, and we have an obligation to take them through the marketing plan and change their life. Someone did it for you, you have to do it for somebody else. Somebody taught you how to tie your shoelaces. Somebody taught you how to ride a bike. Someone taught you how to drive a car. Someone taught you about this business. Your job is to go and teach somebody else and pay it forward. And if you do that, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. Money isn't everything. It just gives you choices. I don't even own a car anymore. I thought I had a nice Range Rover. It was beautiful. I loved it, but I don't need a car. I could have a Ferrari if I wanted, but I don't even need one. I'd rather buy a new pair of flip-flops. That's how I feel. I like to walk places. I zone into my own brain. I have moments with God and spirituality, and I sit on a rock and I just watch the sunset, and I'm cool with what I'm doing. I'm not into all that stuff. I thought I was at one point, but what I realized was this: what I thought I wanted was not what I needed. Everything that I wanted, I already had, and it comes within the people of being with this business. By the way, if you want to go and get a Range Rover, go and get a Ferrari, go get one. Like, if you want that, go do it. You can. It's an amazing thing to tick off. But then what happens is you kind of find this inner peace as a leader, and you go, wow, I'm in a different headspace now. I get where I'm going. I get what my purpose is and what I'm supposed to be doing with this business opportunity and this mission. And hey, I'm not saying I might get another car eventually. I don't know. But at the moment, I don't need one. So what I love is the choice to be able to say, hey, you know what? If you're broke, I can help you. I've got an opportunity. If it's my family member that loses their job, I can help them financially. If something happens to someone that I care about, I can fly home like that. You know, it just gives you choices to be able to say yes. To live life on your terms and to live a life of total abundance, which this business allows you, you need two things. You need money and you need time. I've been in a place in my life where I've had loads of time, but no money. There's only so many computer games you can play. Then you become a sad person, right? all you're doing is gaming, living in an imaginary world. Or you can play the Juice Plus game, which is more fun and the money's real, right? So you can do real experiences. We were just in Dubai. It was absolutely incredible. You know, what is going on right now with the company? I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this for 10 years. And I just wish for all of you, you're not even in my team or in my network. So ultimately, it doesn't matter to me in the long run, but I wish for you that you take this opportunity and do something with it. And I hope that my message fires something up inside of you, that you go out and change somebody's life, because that's what we call the ripple effect. Somebody somewhere 10 years ago, 20 years ago, did something that inspired somebody else, that inspired somebody else, that inspired somebody else. And then I went to a convention in Germany and I saw a lady go on stage and she said, we have just bought our dream villa in Mallorca, thanks to this company. I have just retired my husband and I've got 3 kids and I'm pregnant with our 4th baby. And I looked at myself and I said, I am not even pregnant. I have got no excuses. I have no kids. I have no excuses. What am I doing? And I made a commitment to go in 90 days and just give it everything. Don't look left. Don't look right. Just go all in for 90 days, solid, massive action. And that was the catalyst for changing my whole business, change my whole life. But somebody had to help somebody that I saw that story on stage. If I hadn't have seen that story, I would never have known what I know now. So never underestimate the power or the ripple effect of what your message is. The final thing I'll say, guys, is care about people, build from the heart, give everybody give as much time as you can to people. It's difficult sometimes because everybody wants a piece of the action. So my kind of number 1 tip is work with the workers. Feed your strongest parts of the business. Sometimes in our careers, and especially with this, we want it for people more than they want it for themselves. So number 1, you need to be fun. All right. You need to have fun. These are my 3 rules. When people come to me to sign up, I pretend that they're in a job interview and I say, these are the 3 things that I need. And they think that I'm being serious. And I go, are you fun? Are you good to be around? Will you make me laugh? Can we have a few beers? Can we have a good time? And they say, yeah, of course. Okay, tick. You've got a big tick in the box. I need to ask you 2 more questions and then maybe you've got the job. Okay. Then I say, number 2, are you hungry? Because the one thing I cannot give you is hunger. Your life is more important to you than it is to me. All right. Your life is more important to you than it is to me. Your goals are more important to you than they are to me. But are you hungry? Do you really want to change something? And if they say, yeah, I'm really hungry, I go, well, what do you want? And they tell me what they want. And I say, how hard are you prepared to work for it? And they go, I'll do whatever it takes. And then I set them a little task. I say, okay, cool. That's another tick. I want you to watch this video and get back to me when you've written your list of names and watched this video. And the quicker they get back to me, the more hungry they are. If someone gets back to me 2 months later, they ain't ready. If someone gets back to me a minute later, they are ready. I've just brought in a new girl and she wrote her list within 12 hours. I've got my 100 names. I've listened to your video. It could be any video, whichever you prefer. I send one of my videos. I just get them to believe what I'm saying. It's a belief system. So I send them something that is related to my story. And then it's a test. Will you do what you said you were going to do? Because that's all we are meant to do as distributors, do what we said we were going to do. So the second thing is hunger, tick. The third thing, are you teachable? I have a blueprint that has helped 7 people in my team become Millionaire Club income earners. Are you teachable? Will you follow the system? Will you invite people to the calls? Will you be on the calls? Will you post in your Facebook group? Will you live the health mission or not? And if they say, no, I can't do that, then I say, I'm sorry, it's going to be difficult for me to work with you. You have to be teachable. But most people say, yeah, I'm fun, I'm hungry, and I'm teachable. I want this more than ever. And that's where I put my energy. I don't put my energy in the moaners and the groaners. I don't put my energy in the complainers and the bitchers. I call them the energy vampires, right? The energy vampires. They drain you of your energy and you're like, oh my God, I've just spent 30 minutes on a call with them and all they've done is complain. I want to surround myself with people that are blue sky thinkers, people that see the blue sky and the sunshine, not the dark cloud thinkers. And that's what this business gives you the ability to do. You put your energy into the workers, into the people that are hungry, that are teachable, and that are fun. And the moaners and the groaners, they will disappear or they will change to a blue sky person. But it's not your job to change people. They can only change themselves. There are some people in my team right now that are having more success than they have ever had, because they are going to work and they are taking action. There are some people in my team that are messaging me going, nothing's happening. And I'm saying, because you're doing nothing. That's why. You're doing nothing, so nothing's happening. The ones that are doing well are the ones that are doing a lot. Because let's face it, this person is having major success right now. This person is not taking advantage of the situation. But the product and the business model is the same, and the product and the business model is the same. The only difference is there, the action and the mindset. Two things. You can have a great mindset, but no action. Doesn't get you anywhere. I've read another book. Great, but you've not put an order on for 6 months. You might have read 12 books. You know more than Tony Robbins. But you haven't put a capsule order on in 6 months. You ain't getting paid. What's the point? Action always wins. You learn while you earn. You earn while you learn. So guys, I have got another call in 10 minutes time. I don't know if you've got a couple of questions, Alexander, to wrap up or...
No, clear, John, to be clear, there's no question because you addressed everything. It's the first time I have nothing to ask, right? I have nothing to do. You're just starting the engine and you come to the end, right? So the only thing I just wanted, maybe if you have 2 minutes, we know this is a great moment. As you said, this is this kind of unique moments where you will probably be we will all be just once in our life in 100 years in this situation today. And this is definitely, as you said, this company and also the field, the partners, the distributors were ready for this, right? Nobody knew, but everybody was ready for it. But as you know, we are going down a hill, okay, by speed. We go like downhill at the moment. There are bumps. And at some point, we reach the end. There will be a time when we find to the final. We will get the number 1 and 2 and 3 and everything. But then we have to go up again the mountain, right? We don't all have a thing taking up us to the hill. So we need to go up again ourselves. So what is maybe the mindset that we're already a bit prepared for that? Because I always say you need to also prepare for those moments. As you said, there will always be a moment where something is going to go down again, or maybe bad again, or not so good. What is the mindset that you would give as a tip there? What would you say you definitely need from your experience, because you went through that? What mindset was there for you to really make that switch?
Do you know what? Kudos to you, Alexander, for asking that question, because it's an amazing question. It's the first time anyone's ever asked me that on a call, and I think it's so relevant. You always have to have an eye on the future, of course. And one thing I know about this business is you have a growth, you have a plateau, you have a dip, you have a plateau, you have a growth. And this is what I've seen in my 10 years, and it's all fine. So my advice is this: don't celebrate too much when it's going too well. Okay, maybe I made that mistake. And some of you know that. Don't celebrate too much when it's going too well. Don't get too down when it slows down, you know. Don't get depressed and quit on a bad day, because the good times will come again. Save your money. One thing I did, I was good with my money. I maybe spent a bit too much on champagne and beer. And I went to France to watch England in the Euros in 2016. That was a waste of money. We got knocked out of the cup after 3 games. We were rubbish, but we had a good time. Yeah, we learned a lot. And some people in my business, unfortunately, they didn't plan for the future. They didn't save. And when it went down, they had lost a lot of income and they had some challenges. So the good times will always return. Enjoy the good times. Have a pot of money and have a pot of mindset in the future, like Alexander's just said, because nothing is ever, you know, you're not number one in the charts forever. All right. Things change. You know, the Beatles had a lot of success with lots of albums, Michael Jackson, you name the top artists over the years, but they also had times where, you know, their albums were not in the charts. So, yeah, enjoy the moment right now. Think about the future. Look after your money. Look after your money. Don't get distracted. Here's probably the best tip out of this question. Don't get distracted when it's going good. All right? Don't get distracted when it's going really good. Don't start thinking I'm making loads of money and then you go over here and you start buying handbags and shoes and stuff that you don't really need. All right? Don't go on vacation for too long. That's another distraction. That's one thing I did. When my business was growing really big, I kind of got carried away and thought, wow, I'm untouchable. I can sign anybody up. And I was flying around America. I went around the world 3 times. I was trying to sign people up, but I wasn't really building. I was in my head, I was still working, but I wasn't really building. I was distracted by living the lifestyle. So don't get distracted. Don't take too many holidays. The other thing I would say is don't get distracted during the plateau. So when a plateau comes, don't get distracted by your team members saying, oh, it's slowed down. Why is it not fast anymore? That is business, you know? That is business. That is the way business goes. Every business, okay, everything. So when people join this company, they've not got business experience, so they don't always realize that. So you need to remind them that distractions will slow you down. And then when things are going bad, don't get distracted by the new, next, bright, shiny company that comes along, or the new, next, bright, shiny app that said, I know people that have left my organization that are now on their 4th deal already. 4th deal already. And I know one couple, and I'm not going to say any names because it's not fair, and that was their choice. Everyone gets their own choices in life. There's no judgment. They have now left the industry to start their own app and become coaches. Why? When you've got the best business in the world right here. So don't get distracted during the down times. And one more tip, drama kills your business. If you buy into the drama, you will lose your business, because when you buy into the drama, you're distracted. You're leaving the field where all your crops are. You have to look after your crops. You have to look after your sheep. Those are the people that you put your time and energy into. When my number one guy left my business, I said, thank you. You know, thank you so much for everything. It's been an incredible journey. I don't understand why you're going, but you have your own reasons, and that's fine. As long as you treat me with respect, I will treat you with respect. There is no problem between us whatsoever. We are friends. We built an incredible thing together, and I'm grateful that we met, and I'm grateful that we still have a friendship. Don't destroy that friendship by trying to destroy my business. I will let you go in peace if you let me build in peace. And he went away and did his thing. I didn't get distracted by what anybody else was doing. I was like, hey, that person's gone. Do you know what it does? It creates space for another superhero to come and stand there, and you go, you're the one that I'm going to take to the top. So people leaving your business creates space for better people to come in. So don't get distracted. Don't chase after them. Let them go. And guess what happens sometimes? They come back and they say, oh my God, I was so stupid. I shouldn't have done it. What was I thinking? And I say, hey, I've made mistakes. We all do. But you're welcome back. Welcome back to the jungle, my rhino friend. All right? That is it. Welcome back to the jungle. So don't get distracted. Keep having fun is another great tip. Always just stay having fun. We are very, very blessed. I remember when my check was going down, I said this to myself, even if it goes to the same that I was as a personal trainer, I have still got a better life doing this. Even if it goes to what it was as a personal trainer, I've still got a better life doing this business. We're totally blessed, guys. We've got amazing people. I'm super excited for you. It's mind-blowing, you know, from a corporate point of view. I remember what the company was like. Now you've got amazing corporate leaders. You know, Alexander there is doing a phenomenal job to support you guys. You know, we have Mateus and Paul in Europe overseeing everything. Like, these guys are incredible. What we have going on at the minute, we have got the best team, the best structure, you know, as an organization. And I honestly believe that this is going to be for the long run now. And you just have to take advantage of this and build something incredible. And then when you see me in person, you can come and say hello, we'll cheers, and I will say, well done on all your success, and tell me your story. I'd be interested to hear. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can get me. I'll just put it in here because I'm using Instagram a lot more. And you can get me on my Facebook page as well. And yeah, shoot me a message, follow my stories, whatever you need. And yeah, if I can help you in another 90 days, please invite me on the call. It'd be an absolute pleasure. So
that will be definitely done,
and I will see you soon.
Thank you very much to you, John. It was an amazing pleasure listening to you. And thank you very much for all the great tips. Thank you, everyone, for all those who have been waiting a bit. But I told you it's worth waiting for John. And I hope you had a great evening here listening to this. This is recorded, okay? It will be shared in the business group as usual. I wish you a good evening. Take care. The April month is absolutely on fire again, okay? So as he said, we are definitely in the momentum. It's a great time to be with the company. And it's a great time to be with you. Have a great evening and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.